Hello students of class 6, hoping you are doing well. So today we will be learning science. First of all, I would like to discuss a little bit about your book. This is your science book, Inspiring Science 6 textbook. Now let's look inside your science textbook. First of all, we will look at the index. We will be learning unit number 1, food, chapter number 1, source of food. Okay, let's look into your copy. This is your science copy. First you will mention your name over here, your class, your house, and your subject over here, that is science. Let's take a look inside to your copy. You will leave this first page. Okay, then in the second page you will write the index, make 4 columns, serial number, date, topic, and teacher signature over here, and you will write the topic name, index on the header. Hello students, now let's start our chapter number 1. Open your textbooks Inspiring Science and turn to page number 1. So today we will be learning and studying chapter number 1, the source of food. First let's discuss about food. What is food? Any nutritious substance that people or animals eat or drink, or that plants absorb in order to maintain life and growth, is called food. In this chapter we will be discussing about food, who are the consumers of food, and what are the different ways in which living things derive nutrients from other things. So let's carry on with our topic, that is source of food. So let's discuss about source of food. Food is required by every living organism. That includes human beings, trees, microorganisms, even the bacteria. But each living being has a different way of deriving food. Okay? Deriving basically means taking food from other bodies. Some living bodies produce their own food, and some they are called the producers. Some derive nutrients from others, they are called the consumers, and some derive nutrients from dead and decaying bodies, so they are called the decomposers or spirophytes. And some plants and animals live inside or on other living beings of plants and animals to get food. They basically live inside or derive nutrients from inside of the body. Now we will discuss in the next video about the producers, consumers, and decomposers in detail. Okay? Thank you students. Hello students, now we will carry on with our topic. Now we will learn in detail about the producers, consumers, decomposers with examples. Producers. Plants are a great examples of producers. They make their own food with the help of air, soil, and solar energy. The process is called photosynthesis. Consumers. Consumers may make and derive their nutrients from their bodies. It has 3 kinds: herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Herbivorous are plant-eating animals. They have well-developed molars and premolars. Now you must be thinking, what are premolars and molars? Molars are grinding tooth that is at the back of your mouth. They are white teeth which help you chewing and grinding food. Premolars are the tooth situated between your molars and canines. Canines are the tooth situated in front of your mouth for learning for tearing food. So herbivores have different type of molars, long, short, and flat, like white-tailed deer have tall molars and flat surfaces. Carnivores Carnivores only eat meat. Their teeth are very sharp and pointed. Their canines are very sharp because it helps them to tear flesh. Birds have sharp pointed beaks and claws for hunting. Omnivores, they eat both plants and animals. They have both sharp front teeth and back teeth which help them rip, and back teeth help them grinding. Decomposers. Decomposers. As we have discussed before, decomposers eat decaying matter and plants. When this happens, they also release minerals and salt back into the soil, which then used by the plants to grow.